Good morning, everyone. Anthony, Wall Street Trader. It's 11:23 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday, November 10th, 2021. This isn't financial advice, it's educational. Click the subscribe and the bell to be notified when these videos come out, as well as the thumbs up and share the video with your friends and colleagues. We're here to talk about iExec. The ticker is RLC. Intraday updates are on the Twitter link below the video if you want to hear about intraday market moves and or my own opinion. Now let's take a look at where we're at. So we're at 494 right now. We were at 496 yesterday. We kind of knew that we'd probably be hanging around this range between 469 all the way up to 513. Now we're kind of smack dab in the middle of those two trend lines there. So let's move over to RLC Bitcoin, see what's going on. So we do have this line of support. We're just barely over right now. We're going to continue to monitor this. This looks like we had a pretty steep downturn around 8:30 today, and I know exactly why. This 8:30 move was apparent across all altcoin to Bitcoin pairs, not just RLC to Bitcoin, but you've seen it with NuCypher to Bitcoin. You've seen it with Quant to Bitcoin. All of the altcoin to Bitcoin pairs got smacked at 8:30, all related to a consumer price index report that came out at exactly 8:30, and it basically said that inflation jumped to 6.2%, the biggest in 30 years. Well, most of the time people have used historically gold as a hedge against inflation. Well, in this case nowadays, because we have a better, more fixed supply and easier to carry Bitcoin is the new inflation hedge. So Bitcoin actually popped. It went from 66,000 all the way up to 69,000 as a result of people wanting a hedge to that inflation report that came out. And that's beautiful because that's exactly what happened. It came back up. In fact, it disqualified this bearish broadening wedge that we were thinking about. After the video we had yesterday, we actually dipped below that broadening wedge and looked like we were coming down hard and fast, hit 66,000, but then as a saving grace, that macro inflation report came out here in the States, and that's what's going on. So this is exactly why Bitcoin really rallied on the back of that and really saved us from breaking this fall off of this bearish broadening wedge. Now, Bitcoin dominance is also starting to show signs of support and kind of consolidation. It's not a very steep support line, so that's nice. It kind of trends nicely over to the right, and you'll see we're currently at 43.80. We do have an area of support roughly around 43.60, excuse me, and I expect that to continue on. RLC Bitcoin, though, this one here could take a nice bounce, assuming things stabilize. We're at 71.94 right now. We do have support pretty much right around that range, around 71.73. We're not far off. We're a percentage away from potentially busting through it. I personally think we're going to start coming back between here and support roughly around 77.77. However, if we do break this area of support, we could go down to the 65.80 range. We've been there before. It wouldn't bother me one bit. I'm overall very bullish on RLC. So that's where it stands. So anyway, keep in touch on Twitter. Talk soon.